On this morning's Flu Watch, there are new guidelines from health officials about how many doses children will need of the H1N1 vaccine. Our Dr. Jennifer Ashton is here with details.
Good morning.
Every day there's another headline. Every day there's another sort of unveiling of information. What is and this is very important news for parents. What's the news today?
Now, this pertains to children, Harry. The National Institutes of Health have released the results of studies on kids and the H1N1 vaccine. The good news, it's safe and effective. The not so good news, parents will be spending a little more time at the pediatrician's office.
5-year-old Tate and his older brother Harrison are receiving their seasonal flu vaccines. And according to new NIH guidelines, they'll need to come back to the doctor's office 2 more times if they want to be protected from the H1N1 virus. Studies show that children under age 10 will require 2 doses of the H1N1 vaccine. In children 10 and over, 1 dose is effective.
I don't think they're going to be very excited about coming back.
Pediatricians are making preparations.
So we're trying to leave appointment slots available that are convenient for parents after school. We're trying to lengthen our office hours a little bit.
On Monday, the government announced it would order 56 million more doses, bringing the total number of vaccines to 251 million. Of the more than 600 deaths from H1N1 in the U.S., 47 of those have been children.
For those kids under 10 who require 2 doses, they'll need to wait about 21 days in between injections. Kids and adults can receive the seasonal flu shot and the H1N1 injection at the same time. But since the seasonal flu vaccine is already available, doctors recommend getting it now, Harry.
And we'll have more on the seasonal flu in a little while. Dr. Jennifer Ashton, thanks so much. Joining us now from Bethesda, Maryland is Dr. Anthony Fauci, director of the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases. Good morning, doctor.
Good morning.
How confident should we feel about these latest guidelines about under 10, 2 vaccinations, over 10, 1 vaccination?
Well, first, they're not official guidelines yet. We were talking about the data that's going to inform the guidelines, which will almost certainly be just like the seasonal flu. They'll come from the CDC and the FDA. And I think we feel pretty confident about it. We tested the vaccine in children of various ages, from 6 months up to 17 years. And what we saw with regard to the response, first, the safety looked good, but the response that they gave, which means a measurement of how you would predict would they be protected with this vaccine. And that looked good, similar to the seasonal flu vaccine, which we give every year to children. Namely, if you're 10 to 17 years old, you really need 1 dose. It does it very, very well. Between 6 months and 9, it is likely that you will need 2 doses, which is good news all around, I think, because that's exactly what we see each year with the seasonal flu vaccine. And that's what the guidelines will ultimately be based on. Not official yet, but that's really what they're going to be.
As we sit here sort of parsing this out day by day by day and sort of trying to pull apart the strands of this flu virus and expected coming pandemic, has the government's response to this been, especially in terms of producing the vaccine, has it been prompt enough?
Well, I think so. This virus was just recognized for the first time in April in Mexico and in California and Texas. And to get to the point where we now have vaccine that's ready to be queued up to be given out in early to mid-October, we have orders that will keep them coming in a flow right through the fall and the winter. And we're learning the kinds of things that you just announced now on the program of how to use it, the kinds of doses. Just about a week and a half ago, we did not know if this would even be able to induce a response that would be protective. We know now that in adults and the elderly we can, and we just found out yesterday that in children that's also the case, that the kinds of things that we would expect from a seasonal flu vaccine, we're seeing exactly the same with the H1N1 vaccine.
So stay informed, stay in tune. Watch the CDC website. Dr. Anthony Fauci, thank you very, very much for your expertise this morning.